different video than normal. We have Zippo butane lighters. This won't be a short video, it'll be a little bit longer because there are so many to cover here. But in the early 1980s, Zippo started making these. They were called the Contempo Lighter. They made them gold plate. They were supposed to be a little bit more fancy. It's hard to find them now that work because while Zippo does honor their guarantee, if you send one of these in, they won't repair it and send it back to you. They'll send you one of their current butane models. So it's pointless to send it in for stuff like that. Like this one, I'm missing the bottom screw there, but it still works, except it's a little loose there. This one works. This was my first one, and I absolutely love these things. The soft flame that they give out, they last a pretty long time. You can adjust the flame. This one's a little bit too high for my liking. They made them in gold style as well, which these feel just the same, look just the same. Obviously, it's just a different finish. It's hard to find them with all the screws in place too. And it's very hard to find them in working condition. So they stopped making the Contempo because of that purpose, because it was too costly. And they were made in Japan. They weren't made in Bradford like all other Zippos. So it became too costly for them to repair them, so they just started replacing them with their newer blue models whenever they released them. And the blues didn't come till the early 2000s. You just got, they're stamped just like the bottom of a Zippo is. They give you the date and everything on there when they're manufactured. It gives you the month and the year. The cool thing about the blue is it has this anticipatory light to it. Like most lighters, when you push down, it starts sending the butane. But on these, since they're controlled by a flint wheel, when you push down on the flint wheel, it starts a little bit of butane out. So it's already sending out butane before you strike it. That's a really, really cool feature, and it helps it to light every time. Obviously, it has the little windproof chimney there. It's got a tiny cam for it, but they engineered it so it would give that same Zippo click, because if it's a different design, obviously it's hard to get that exact click. I have quite a few blues. You see, this one I think is called Mesmerize. I've never used that one. It's pretty nice. This is the gold model, which also really, really nice. They tried really hard with them, but kind of the same thing. They were too costly to repair when they were sent in for repair. And they did break a lot more than a regular Zippo, because you're dealing with pressurized gas and seals go out and stuff like that all the time. So essentially, it becomes too costly to work with, and they start, like, if you send these in right now for repair, I think they send you back their torch, their single torch insert for a regular Zippo. I don't know, because I would never send one of these back in for repair. I would never want to risk losing it. So I just keep them. But most of mine, I think all of mine, all the blues actually are in working order. And then last you have this, which is their multi-purpose lighter. Some people call it a candle lighter. They come in these pretty nice bags. They say Zippo on it. It's kind of like a velour feel to it. They're not really all that special. I don't think they deserve that much attention, to be quite honest with you, but whatever. This one is, it's Murica, but I got one that is completely just broken down. But I don't really fill these with fuel because if you do, well, you're running the risk of them breaking. So I just don't even worry about it. And I just have them for my personal collection for display. I got this display recently, which is the only multi-purpose display I've ever had. I'm sure they made different ones, but I don't see them that often. I've tried to get a couple more blue displays. They're hard to come by, and people want an exorbitant amount of money for them, so they're not really worth it. But I did manage to get this glass box, although this glass box is only half of the display. While it does say Zippo Blue on it, it's also supposed to come with like a pyramid box that this sits in, so it holds it up at an angle. And I'd really like to have that because it'd be more of a display box. Now it just kind of sits there like a suitcase or something. It's not that great to work with. But that's my Zippo butane collection as far as I can find. I'm sure I have a few other ones running around here somewhere, but they did make some nice butane ones. My favorite ones are the Contempo because of that soft flame. I really wish they would kind of make a soft flame insert today. That would be a lot better, like maybe a pipe insert that's soft flame. But you get what you get. But they did make some decent butane lighters. They're just not as good at making butane lighters as they are at making gas lighters. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, please. All have a nice day.